Alright, quitting time for today. Heater's out. Kitchen sink's out. Everything's out, including the kitchen sink. So, here's what we got. The floor's solid right here. So, it's going to get cut right in here. And like I said, it's solid here. Solid all in the middle. So, probably about right there, this edge of my foot, it's going to get cut all the way down. To the wheel well right there. And I'm going to rebuild the wheel well. And the rest of the couch is out. Here's this side, not near as bad, but it's still bad, but it's solid sooner. I won't have to go as far. I can go to that joist is going to be about right here. I should be able to go to the joist and that's it. This side I'm going to have to go past the joist and then scab on to the left side, this side of the joist. Another board for the floor to sit on. So, all this paneling I'll replace since I got the cabinets out. Let's see, pretty bad. And then I'll pull this paneling out. I'm gonna have to do all this. The first thing we do is get the floor in it. And then I'll work on building up put that joist in over there. We'll put the joist in and put the floor in. And then work with all this stuff here once I get the floor in it, just to kind of help stabilize the walls. I don't want to start pulling this paneling off with no bottom to the walls. I do have that jack right in the middle over here, just to kind of make sure the walls don't drop anymore. They're already sagging, I think, about 1.5 inches, but I don't want them to go anymore. And you can see where this wall has buckled because the outside edge has fallen. So it's going to have to go up. And then there we go, what we got going on the top. You can see I peeled back one of their patches, and honestly I can't find a hole in the roof right there. I don't know why they had such a huge patch. I thought it was going to be a huge hole in the ceiling, and it's not. Because I could not find one single hole over there. And you can see back there, let's see, that right there is the patch that I pulled off of right there. There's actually several layers of patch siliconed onto the roof. This is a rubber roof over plywood. So there's rafters that run, assuming that way, and then there's plywood, and then it's got this rubber or vinyl or whatever roof. I guess it's vinyl. There's like 4 screw holes I see in it where they screwed the paneling up, and they used long screws and it went through the roof. But other than that, I only found one. Phone call interrupted. I think what I was saying was they put screw holes, or they put long screws in the ceiling paneling and went through the roof. And other than those, I think there were 4 screws I counted that went through the roof. There's only one small hole, a little bit bigger than a screw size, in the roof that I can find. I mean, I've looked over it real good. It could be a pinhole or something. But I don't know why they would put like a 2 foot by 4 foot patch on it. I mean, it seems crazy. But maybe it was leaking and they patched it and it was still leaking because there were several layers of patches. then they put a bigger patch and it was still leaking, so they put a bigger patch and it was still leaking. But I really think it was leaking at the seam that goes down the wall. Right, there's a seam right here where the rubber stops and the siding starts. That seam just did not look too good. Not very. The caulking was just all gunked up on it, and that's probably where it was leaking. Same thing over there. Right, you can see the AC right there. It's all solid. There's the refrigerator. Right there, the ceiling is soft. That's right above the microwave and right above the refrigerator. Right in that section, you can kind of see it's low. See it right here is high. There's probably a rafter right here, and the ceiling is solid, and then it's soft right in from there, which is about where the microwave is, all the way to the refrigerator. It's soft, and then right on the other side of the refrigerator is kind of soft. And the seam where the, like I said, where the roof meets the siding, that seam, the silicone was all coming up, like it was coming off, and so it was leaking down that wall from the seam right there, and that's what caused so the plywood under the rubber part of the roof is rotted out right there, and it's rotted out right here. So we got that spot, that spot, that spot. That antenna must have been leaking because the plywood right there is soft. Not completely gone, but it's soft. It's not very solid. And then over, you can't see it, but over at the bathroom, see the bathroom vent? Over in that corner, right where my finger is, right there, is also soft. So the bathroom ceiling is going to have to come out. So quite a bit of roof patching that'll need to be done, and plywood replacing that's under this rubber. So what I might do, I'm trying to decide, some of the ceiling paneling needs to be replaced, and I'll replace it. But I'm also trying to decide if I want to check in to see what's involved on peeling this stuff back and replacing it. I don't know if you can buy this stuff in a roll, because it's about like an 8-foot by 24-foot. You have to get a roll of it because I think it's one piece. I don't know what's involved in trying to do that because I don't like the holes. I don't know if I could get some kind of a vinyl patch, or maybe a rubber tire patch would do it, then put some sealant over the whole roof. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Like I said, once I get done with this thing, it's not going to sit out uncovered unless we're camping in it. So its exposure to water is not going to be a whole lot. Just while we're pulling it or camping in it. And then it's going to stay covered up the rest of the time. But I still don't want it to leak. So, and on the other hand, not on the other hand, but also, it's not going to be exposed to the sun as much, so the roof's not going to get baked as much. So, we'll figure it out. Just don't want to have to do all this again from, water leaking down the sides as it has done, or leaking through the roof. So, anyway, that's where we are, and the next step, I'm quitting for today, but my next step will probably be start cutting some of this floor out. Pick a spot, draw a straight line, and cut it out with a saw, and then I'm going to have to replace some of this joist right here. It's a little soft, but once I get the floor out, I can see how that's going to go, and replace what I need to of it. The joists run this way, so I don't think there's anything tied onto it, running to the other joist. But if there is, I can address that. But anyway, Thanks for watching.